At 5,000?
Yes.
Then?
After a month, 10,000.
10,000.
So 10,000 now times 450. How much is that?
Lots of money.
So
lots of money.
You can easily attain money from guinea farming. I don't think there is any other bird besides the guinea which lays as many eggs as it does. I don't
just
think.
In one cycle.
What about the duck? Are you fine? You man, the cock.
No, doctor, whenever I come here, I just feel at home.
Yeah, that is
just imagine what we are enjoying. I don't know whether these people, they are seeing what we are enjoying, but this is none of the business. Last time I was here and we talked about genie. But other people are very interested with your story you shared about this genie. That's why I was forced to come back here to forward all these questions. And today, if we generalize, people want to know more about how to multiply these genies.
Yeah.
You advise them to start, they have already started, but again when it coming to multiplication of these genies,
I see.
That's where we are.
Okay.
And I'm back here. Yes.
It's okay. So, our viewers, you're most welcome to MS Veterinary Center and MS Farms in particular. So here, as he has told me that you have been in need of finding how to multiply the guinea fowls.
Yes.
So when it comes to guinea fowl multiplication,
yes,
it requires like about two major aspects. It requires breeding, that is the first one, and then brooding.
Breeding
and brooding.
And brooding.
Yes.
These things may sound the same, guys, but they're a bit different. Breeding and brooding. Go ahead, doctor.
Okay, with breeding,
yes,
this involves like having the male and then the female. Then they come together, they lay eggs.
Which like, means you want to tell us that we want that parent stock.
We need a parent stock. Like for a beginner, should buy about 12 hens, the guinea hens.
Yes.
Then about 2 guinea cocks. And now, if he gets those ones, I remember telling you the last time you were here,
yes,
that each guinea fowl lays 40 eggs.
What?
Each guinea hen, it lays 40 eggs. And now, for example, if you have 12 guinea fowls, then each lays 40 eggs. How many are they?
I think when I multiply, we're having like 480. 480 in one cycle.
Yes.
Is it possible, doctor?
That is it, and that is what is happening here always. People bought here very many guinea fowls,
and that's why I
don't even find them here.
That's why I was forced to come back here.
Okay.
Just because they are keeping on sending messages, and people asking these questions, you're trying to answer them.
So now on those 480 eggs,
yes,
that is all in breeding. 480 eggs, yes, for only 12 guinea fowl hens. And now these eggs, of course, they are only if when they are bitter to you, but you can eat some. When you eat like about 10, then you remain with around 470.
Doctor, when it coming to this, what we are talking about, you meaning that we have to take it in stages? You talked about the laying stage. That's when we've collected these
the 480
eggs.
Yes.
Then what is the next step we have to take?
The next step there,
yes,
is hatching. And when it comes to hatching,
yes,
we have 3 major aspects. And with these ones, when you want to hatch your guinea eggs, you can allow the guinea fowl itself to sit on her eggs.
That's the one alternative.
Yes, that is the first one.
Then the second one.
The second one, you can have like a hen. This chicken, yes, you can have a chicken, then it sits on those eggs. It can also hatch them up, and they turn into kids.
Wait, doctor. I'm having my chickens at home.
Yes.
Maybe they are also laying, and I'm having the guinea fowls.
Yes.
What you're trying to mean that I can get these eggs,
yes, of the guinea fowl,
and I put
on the hen, the chicken, the whatever.
That is very new.
So that is the second alternative. Then the third alternative, you can transfer these eggs to a hatchery. You can put them in an incubator.
Okay.
So they can be hatched from there. Yes.
But what I think to that first person maybe who is just starting, these first 2 alternatives are best for those people.
Of course.
Then maybe when he or she scale up, then he can take to the hatchery.
Yeah.
Okay. That is our second now step.
Yes, that is about breeding.
Okay.
So now when we have now we have our 400, it was 470 eggs.
We ate 10.
We ate 10.
Okay.
So now we have reached the stage of hatching them into kids.
Yes.
So now if they hatch them, if these eggs hatches into 400, like around 450 eggs, 50 kids, 450 kids.
Yes.
So now these 450 kids, you can sell them at 1 day old. And now imagine if you're selling them each at 5,000. Or
each kitty at day 1.
Yes,
5,000.
at 5,000.
Okay.
So 5,000 times 450.
That is a lot of money.
That's a lot of what? Of money. So you can also brood. You remember the point I told you that there is breeding and brooding.
Okay. You can brood them.
Yes.
Maybe you sell them when they are
at a later stage. So now when it comes to brooding, as I told you that we can put them on the guinea fowl herself to hatch them into kids. So if you had put on the guinea fowl herself, then she can also cater for them. But the only disadvantage with it is that for the guinea herself is not a good mother. When she moves, she cannot understand that these kids are still young. So she will move and they will be facing challenges whereby you end up losing some.
Okay, doctor, this one take us to another question these people have been asking.
Yes.
We are still on this one, but again also there is that question they have been forwarding, that it is hard. They are finding it hard to raise these kids from day 1.
I got the point. So if you have those kids,
yes,
if you want the guinea fowl herself to raise those kids,
yes,
better you transfer these kids and the guinea fowl herself in a special room, a brooder, where she can be feeding from and her kids.
You meaning that confined place?
Yes.
It is here.
Yes.
Chicks the kids are here.
Yes.
Feeders
are there. Water is there.
Okay.
They are not facing the environmental hazards. That's when you can raise them very well.
Which means we are multiplying.
Yes.
Instead of maybe receiving like 400 and we raise up ending up like 200 or 100.
I get.
When you do just as you say,
yes,
I think we can even raise all
of them. Then the other alternative is when you used a hen, the chicken,
yes,
to hatch these kids.
Yes.
So if she has hatched, she's a good mother.
The hen itself,
the hen,
yes,
she cares for the kids. So it's better to use a chicken, hen, than the genie herself.
Okay, it is a very, very good trick. Maybe for that first person who is just starting.
Yes.
And I think it is taking to any other question, because people also have been forward. These are the questions from your fans.
I'm ready.
They have been also asking, is it okay to raise these genies together with these other domestic birds?
Yeah,
but according to what you explaining here, I'm seeing that they are okay with this.
Yeah, they are okay so long as you have put them together when they are young.
They grow together.
Yes, they grow together. They get used to each other. But when you introduce like the chicken, when they are genie there will be a lot of fights. And in the first week, you may experience challenges. So better if you had not raised them together, it is not advisable. So, but for now, if you use this chicken to hatch them into kids, then they will be used already
to these chickens.
Yes.
And also, if someone wants to do what you're talking about, what I think he can start these genies when they are still young, and then his or her chickens, because he has that target maybe in the future.
Yeah. And now the third one is, because we talked about using the genie to brood itself, then using the chicken hen, then you can also brood them yourself.
Minus these two.
Yes.
The genie and the
like
chicken.
You had put your eggs into an incubator.
Yes.
Then you can bring them. You prepare a brooder.
A brooder.
Where you raise these kids from.
And these people, they know very well how to set up these brooders.
And I remember you told them, I see your YouTube channel.
Okay.
I normally watch.
Yeah. And they are good learners. That's why I'm always here.
So you can yourself brood these kids and raise them. But now, as I told you the other way, that when you sell them at one day, 5,000 each. But now, if you have brooded them 1 month, it will be now 10,000 each.
Which means they have increased.
Yes.
The man has increased.
So
10,000 at 5,000.
Yes.
Then
after a month, 10,000.
10,000.
So 10,000 now times 450. How much is that?
Lots of money.
So
lots of money.
You can easily attain money from genie farming. I don't think there is any other bird besides the guinea which lays as many eggs as it does. I don't
just in one cycle.
In one cycle.
Imagine you told us 400.
If you 40. Have there any bird, please tell me. A bird which lays 40 eggs in one cycle.
No.
Apart from the guinea.
No.
So genie is a fruitful venture. Even when you're having a small capital, you can increase within just a small period of time. So those people should come up with some of these enterprises. They can be a supplement to what they are doing. For example, some of these people are civil servants.
Yes.
They are working, but this can be a supplement
to what they are doing.
Yes, to what they are doing.
That is a very, very good advice. Yeah. So, and what I think everyone have heard about, you've been explaining to us. You've been using an example of 12, but it doesn't matter if you're starting with the 2, you're starting with the 4, you're starting with the 5.
Example. You can start with any number you feel like. You can even start with 100.
according to your ability.
Yes.
But what I think here, the more number you start with, of course, the more profits.
That is it.
Okay.
So our viewers, I think I've answered the question which they have been always asking you.
And we've been combining these questions. Guys, it was a great talk and it was a great tour to come back here to our vet to answer all of your questions. What I think, after knowing all this, what are you waiting to start this venture? If you're new to our channels, please subscribe, like, share our videos to other people who has interest in this information. Mosaics YouTube channel, and then we having
MS Veterinary Center YouTube channel.